has chosen its vessel.
For some reason, you're gonna figure out a way to be a leader if there are no Kais and no emissary. No! 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 Jaco! What's up to all of my lovely people out there? I am Milky Way Flyer, giving you a galaxy of games, reactions, and reviews for the stories they tell and the worlds they leave behind. And today we're back at it again with Deep Space Nine, Season 6, Episode 21, The Reckoning. I think this is going to be a crazy episode. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I think it's gonna be wild. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think bad things are gonna happen in this episode. Only because the last episode we just watched was called His Way, and Oda and Kira finally established a relationship with one another, and it was fun, and it was happy, and it was peaceful. And this one's called The Reckoning. The reckoning of what? And why are we having a reckoning? Who will be reckoned with? Is my question. So I am excited, but I'm curious and interested to see what is going to happen in this episode. I really don't have anything else to say except for the fact that I'm excited that we got Kira and Odo as a relationship and we get to see that in this episode. But I'm also wondering what will take place in this episode. So without further delay, guys, let's get to it. Let's go.
Archaeologists excavating Bahala have found something they want the emissary to see.
Oh, that's when he had the visions with Bahala. So I wonder if he's gonna have any more visions and possibly encounter death again. Uh-oh, they're
Will
cute.
the Romulans leave Benzar? You love to bring up the worst case scenario.
He does. They're so cute together.
Everyone expects me to be dour and suspicious. I don't want to disappoint them.
Fair.
The real you.
That is the real me. At least as far as everyone else is concerned.
Wow, they are cute together, guys. This was just meant to be. I don't care what anybody says.
1,000 years old.
These inscriptions, they look like ancient Bajoran, but I can't quite make it out.
I'm actually glad has accepted his role as the emissary. He's a really cool emissary.
The syntax is unusual, but all forms of Bajoran share certain root ideograms. You may recognize this one.
Welcome.
Here's where it gets interesting.
Is it an entrance of some sorts? Looks like an entrance if it says welcome, right?
It says, welcome, emissary.
Enter in.
Know why I asked you here.
I mean, old dude could have just said that. Oh, snap.
The Sisko has come.
I love it when they say the Sisko.
Circle is complete.
What circle? I don't trust the prophet sometimes. The reckoning. What reckoning? Please. I'm already wondering what's happening.
Limited.
He is a Sisko. He will not waver.
I was gonna say that means that they trust this man.
The Sisko will know.
Oh, dang. Sometimes the prophets are very violent. I still don't like the prophets sometimes. I think they're like mad cool, right? But I also think they are a bit petty sometimes. Like they want Sisko to help out Bajor, right? But then when he does it in a way that he wants to do it, but will still help Bajor, they're like, nah, that's not it. That's not the right way. Reverse. Reverse. In the minefield episode, he was trying to like crash into it and blow it up to close the portal. And they said, we have a better solution that's gonna change your entire life and the course of your life. And we just want to do it that way instead. So, we are giving you no option kind of thing. So they're very interesting group of spiritual beings that sometimes makes decisions for everybody and they're like, this is for your good. I was like, but you just took away this man's free will. And they really aren't clear on anything that that they tell people either. I was in a Star Trek panel and someone was saying how the prophets gives visions to people and it's like a leaf in a rock and that's how they're going to tell you how to end the war. And I'm like, that's exactly how I picture the prophets telling people things. They literally just give symbols and random spots of images and be like, yep, that's your answer right there. Go with it. Live well. Live in peace, my friend.
I have got to find out what those inscriptions say.
I wish we could translate them more quickly, but we don't have the resources.
What resources do you need? and we will get them for you.
That confirms it.
What, girl?
It's a slab of stone with some writing on it.
I want you to translate the inscriptions.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Ranjan's translation program. It's not complete, but at least it's a start. Good luck.
Thanks. I love Jazia. She's the best.
Ops to Captain Sisko.
Go ahead.
We just received a communication from Bajor. Kai Wynn is on her way.
Oh, crap. Crap, crap, crap. I do not like that woman. She is evil. She is heartless. She's manipulative. She crazy. She's a backstabber.
You removed an artifact from an archaeological site without consulting the Vedic.
Girl, I'm the emissary. What you talking? We don't need your approval.
Who am I to argue with the emissary of the prophets?
Never stopped you before. I think the worst day of her life is when Sisko actually decided he was going to accept being an emissary.
If you deny his request, I promise you, it will damage relations between Bajor and the Federation.
Oh, she is spiteful. Get her, Sisko. Get her.
The tablet will be on its way to Bajor on
Aw.
the morning transport.
Get out of my office. That smile, though, is hilarious.
And wonder if you're ever gonna wake up.
I know it hasn't been easy, Jake.
I don't want it to happen again.
I love their relationship as father and son. It's just so beautiful. And they really care for one another. All right, we got to figure out what the prophet's tablet is saying. Either they gonna suffer horribly, or it's gonna be they eating fruit, which means they're blessed and they're prosperous and they're flourishing and thriving.
I'm tired of your riddles.
We're tired of your riddles.
If there is something you need me to do, say so.
Say it. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Oh, dang, he threw it.
I can't believe that you'd be so petty as to destroy the artifact rather than turn it over to me.
Oh my gosh. Kai Wen, everything's not about you. I feel like she's doubting because she hasn't been able to talk to the prophets. I think she has a little doubt in her heart. Definitely hubris. Kai Wen, have some faith, please, my goodness. No, Kira! What's happening to Kira? What's happening to Kira? What is wrong with Kira?
You are the Sisko.
That's a prophet.
Keep your hands off your weapons. It's a prophet. Why have you taken this woman's body?
This vessel is willing.
Good job, Kira. You're willing. I think that's a good thing. I think Kira will love being a willing, abled body for the prophets, just as long as she doesn't die from it.
I offer myself to you as your humble servant.
I await their vessel.
Speak to me.
If you maybe weren't so heartless, you would be able to speak to the prophets, and they would speak back to you. But you've been so doggone mean and hateful.
And to respect Kira's wishes.
If it were Dax, I am not sure I could have done the same.
Well, just be grateful you didn't have to make that choice.
That's right. Tell him, Odo. Odo said, hey, this was my choice. That's my girl out there, and I know what she would want.
It has chosen its vessel.
For some reason, you're going to figure out a way to be a leader if there are no Kais and no emissary. No! 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 Jaco! Jaco!
Let it begin.
Jaco! No, Jaco can't be the vessel. Does that mean he literally is gonna die?
Move quickly. Let's go. Come on.
Where did she just go? Why did she go to the left? Kai Wen, what are you up to? Okay, Kira's winning. Kira's winning. Kai win. Why did you do that?
Jake.
Dad.
How are you feeling?
Son, you were just in an epic battle between good prophets and evil prophets, and you're about to lose.
I don't know what to say.
Say you're happy to see me.
You know I am. I wish I want to explain what happened. But I'm not sure that I can.
Yeah, that's a difficult one to explain. Oh no, don't cry. A sense of understanding. Oh my gosh. I love these two. They're great. Father and son. Healthy relationship.
I have to go. I'll drop by security after I take the Kai to her shuttle.
They're so cute together. I'm not gonna get over this. Sorry, not sorry.
I would think he'd want to thank.
For what?
I prevented the destruction of this state.
You were selfish.
Emissary was willing to sacrifice his own son to serve the prophets.
My faith is as pure as the.
Girl, that is a huge lie if I've ever heard one from her.
Because of your interference, the reckoning was stopped. The evil still exists. And I'm not sure if even the prophets know what that will mean for Bajor.
That's I told y'all, hubris. The woman literally defied the very essence of their being because she wanted to. I didn't think this was going to be an episode about the prophets. I thought this was going to be about the Dominion War. But I'm glad we had this episode because we get to see a lot more of Kai Wynn's stupidity and selfishness and her hubris, her arrogance, like Kira said, her very detrimental ambition. Because if you follow the prophets are everything to the Bajorans. Literally everything to Bajorans, the way of life, the way of living, how they move and freaking breathe. And she had a chance for the Bajorans, for Bajor to have years and years and years and years and years and years of peace and happiness and prosperity, to eat fruit, you know, and that means blessings, that means prosperity, that means thriving, flourishing. It means everything. And she ruined it. She literally stopped the progression of the Bajorans because she wanted to take credit for the lack of floods and tornadoes and the lack of people being homeless, which is, you know, something that one would not want. But there were going to be so many more good things to come from the prophet winning over the Pah-Wraith. And she just stopped it. And Kira, the prophets were winning, and she stopped it because she couldn't stand the fact, like Kira said, that the emissary, Benjamin frickin' Sisko, had more faith than she. That woman is silly, she's stupid, and she's crazy, and she is beyond selfish. She is freaking Icarus flying too close to the sun, and she is about to have her fall. Because the prophets are not going to let this go. You think that they weren't speaking to her then? Before this? She's about to have a time with the prophets. I don't know what's going to happen to her, but I expect it to be very, very, very bad. And she's over here begging the prophets, speak to me, look at me, notice me, choose me, pick me, love me. Stop being so hateful, lady. Stop being so mean and evil and wicked and stabbing people in the backs and blowing up schools and trying to assassinate people. That was our first impression of Kai Wynn. Our first impression of Kai Wynn was her blowing up a school to win an election to be the Kai. That was our first impression. Her blowing up parts of a station and planning an assassin and then lying through her teeth about it. Saying, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I love the people. I'm part of the prophets, you know? And I'm like, lady, you are a liar. Always have been, always will be a liar. And this episode just pushes that narrative even further. The only time I've liked Kai Wen is when she looked at one of the Vorta and she touched their ears and she said, you and I, we're nothing alike. That's the only time I liked her, because she was playing with it. She spoke the truth and it was cool. But she just always digs herself into a deeper hole. And this is what we see in this episode. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below, what did you think of Kai Wen stopping the reckoning? What did you think? Because I think it was really silly. I think it was stupid and it was selfish. Let me know your guys' thoughts, because I did not expect her to do that. I actually kind of, maybe it was a bit naive, but I actually thought she would come and stand next to Benjamin and be like, the prophets will do it or something, you know, maybe give her something a bit more redeemable. But stopping the freaking reckoning, I didn't think she would do that. I didn't think she would do that, but that's right up her alley. So, and I must mention this in this episode, how I loved seeing Odo and Kira in their relationship. And the guy, Odo, he knows exactly what Kira wants out of life. He respects her beliefs. And he, even though I'm pretty sure this dude was like screaming on the inside, like, oh my gosh, Kira got lightning from her hands and she can't hear me and she's not listening and her eyes are a different color. Even though he was thinking all that on the inside, he said, nope, Kira is a willing vessel. This is what she wants. I respect her beliefs. This might be a little crazy, but you know, this is what she would want. And we got to do what she would want. And he did not waver. He didn't waver. He said, I know what my girl wants. This is it right here. And she was so appreciative of that, that the fact that she has a dude who is like just so different than anything of Bajoran culture is. And she was like, you respect my beliefs. I guarantee you that means so much more than she expressed in that moment. All right, guys, I'm milkywayflier, giving you a galaxy of games, reactions, and reviews for the stories they tell and the worlds they leave behind. I will see you in the next video. Peace.